grabs him, and they both just go flying out the window. They break through a giant window and go falling to their death.
Yeah.
And you're like, what just happened, dude? No! Greetings, boils and ghouls, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of the Scary Movie Project, the podcast where we talk about scary movies and buy houses that might be haunted. I don't know. Anyway, I am your host, Matt, and today's episode, we're talking about a gem, people, that I watched, okay? Now, this was a gem brought about by my friend and yours, Sarah Alpin. Say hello, frequent co-host. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I am doing well. So, we're talking about a movie called Presence, 2024. It's a new film. This was something we had mulled over. What should we talk about? What episode? Blah, blah, blah. What should we do? And I think you suggested this. Now, was this from a teacher or some educator you knew that suggested something like that?
Yes. So this is a friend of a friend.
Okay. A friend of a friend. Got it. You know a guy, right?
I do know a guy. So my friend V from Under the Desk News has this film professor co-host periodically on her podcast and other kinds of stuff like that. But her name is Dr. Shan, and her handle is at Pop Smart Media. She's fantastic. I really love her takes on film. I did not watch the Presence one, but I heard her say, because I didn't want it to taint my experience, but she said it was the most underrated and underknown film of 2024. So...
Well, the first thing I'll say is, so Pop Smart, could you imagine how much fun that title would be if you lived in Boston? It would be Pop Smart Media. Yeah. It'd be so great. You'd have Pop Smart Media all the time. Yeah, right? I know. Kid, you gotta try it, kid. Pop Smart Media. Anyway. So, okay, so give that a follow at Pop Smart Media, I guess, right? All right. So Present. So I will give the bravo. I thought this film was fantastic. I loved it.
I feel like I just won an award.
It was great. I really enjoyed it. So shall we dive into 2024 Presents? Yes. I mean that's why people paid. Oh wait, they didn't pay, but that's what they're here for. All right. So this movie has this whole point of view mentality. That's what this is all about, right? It's not traditional. By the way, this is made by Steven Soderbergh, who I know you've heard of. So we'll get to that later, though. So it's this couple, this woman, she's a real estate agent, right? Now tell me if I missed things here. If you're to jump in, I watched it a few weeks ago. I'm cloudy on it at this point. But real estate agent comes in. She's kind of wandering around. She's late. She's trying to get this ready. You know, it's kind of, again, POV, fly on the wall, looking at her in this big, craftsman house, I guess. Is that what kind of style it is, I guess, maybe? You know, the fireplace is the big wooden floors, open deal. And couple comes in. I believe it's Lucy Liu, who...
It is Lucy Liu.
Of course, we know as, Oren Ishii. Oren! Right? From Kill Bill, which...
that's where I know. That's how I think of her, too.
Yeah. She's Oren Ishii, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who kills Boss Tanaka. And the story of her... Anyway... Showdown at House of Blue Leaves. I mean, silly rabbit trickster for kids. That movie, I mean, Kill Bill is incredible. Anyway, we're way off topic. We can go into that later if you want to. But yeah, Oren Ishii. So Lucy Liu with her husband, her two kids, they decide to buy it. Do we know something happened here, right? We're not sure. Or did I miss that part of it?
So we start in it's completely empty. And there's no paint on the walls or anything, but we start in the one child's bedroom in the closet. But what I thought, I didn't know how much you wanted me to give away on that. Okay. What I thought was so interesting about it is that when the camera, because we are the presence in this. First of all, the lens was we'll have to talk about
that's what
that.
I want to get to is really just the
Yeah.
production of this overall.
But the like running down the stairs in enthusiasm and excitement when someone is entering the house, like it gave me so much like awe, adorable, and like completely crushing. Um, I was shocked at the emotional roller coaster from just that moment, like
Mm.
where the presence comes out of the closet and like rushes down the stairs like a person excited to see you when you come home.
Like when you put a GoPro on a dog and it kind of runs after
Yes,
you.
that's exactly. It reminded me of Cluzo so much, my
uh,
dog. And it reminded me of like my enthusiasm about people that I love. So I may have over-identified a little bit with
okay.
the camera in that.
It's all right. It's okay.
But it was so good. It was so well done. So immediately it sets the tone in this way that it's like there's an enthusiasm. Like this is not this presence. You're like waiting for the shoe to drop, maybe,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
you don't think it's evil and you really want to hope it's not.
Yeah, you want to hope it's not. You want to hope, right? So
Yeah.
they talk about how they can't really afford a house, I guess, or whatever, right? They end up buying it, and we start to meet the family. Okay,
Mhm.
Lucy Liu's character is up to something,
Oh
and
yeah.
her I don't know what her job is, but she's always on a laptop or a phone. Not that most people aren't with their jobs at this point in our universe, anyway. But she's like making it a point almost to be like, "Oh, I don't have time to talk to you because I have to do this." Like, really? Come on, seriously. The dad is just like along for the ride.
Yeah.
He is just along for the ride, and
He's never worn the pants ever.
he doesn't own any. He doesn't even know what they
No.
are.
No.
And he even like, I mean, he even like talks like he's like one of these like he's like a joke character. Like he would seem like a hey guys, how's it going there? And we're gonna have a good time as a family. And like even the way he
Yeah.
talks is just like defeatist. Like he's just done. And then you've got the son, right? And you've got the daughter. Now I can't remember the names. Oh gosh, I'm already forgetting the character names. But
Chloe is the
Chloe,
daughter
and
with her
then
middle name is Blue
and what is the son's
and
name?
Tyler.
Tyler. Okay. So anyway, they get together. So I think it's funny.
And to be clear, they move into this house because Tyler is on the swim team and Tyler will
Yes.
do well swimming.
So you get to that pretty quickly where everything is about Tyler. And I've seen, like, I guess parents that maybe swing one way or the other toward a kid or whatever. But as this goes on, we'll get to that. This gets kind of ridiculous. Anyway, the dog, the Chloe, she's had some trauma. She's had some things
Yes,
happen to her, okay?
her best friend died.
OD'd or something. We don't really know what happened, but they're
Hmm.
trying to go through this trauma. And so that is the POV, like you said. We as the audience, we're the presence, okay? And everything is happening from this camera shot that just follows them around the house all the time. From their personal conversations to by themselves in the bedrooms to all this, everything's happening in the house. And like I said, we start to know more about that. We start to learn these characters, like the dad's the pushover and everything. And Tyler, is always, and you realize the mother loves, she like fawns over it almost in a way of like, this sounds
It's
like gross, but like
creepy.
she's almost like attracted, almost like the way you see like someone falling over someone else they're interested in, like at a bar or something like that. It is
Oh my
weird.
God.
Like
In that one
they're sitting
scene,
on the couch talking about how they were doing like the
it's at
catfishing
the
scene or
bar in the
whatever.
kitchen.
She
I'm talking
that's
about the
like
bar in the kitchen. That's the one that like gave me the ick. Like
oh well that one's even worse when they're sitting there, and she's like oh laughing at him like do you
holding
want
his
to
hands,
do you
grasping
want to
at
hook
him.
up with this dude or what? Like what are you doing right now? This is so freaking weird,
And
right?
she's like, everything I did was for you. I want
Oh
you to know
man.
that. You are the person that I am most connected to in this world. You are the person I love
Yes.
the most in this world. And he's
Oh,
like,
and
what about my sister?
by the way, other child that I have also, right?
Yeah.
And like so we start to then see this move of taking sides. The
Yes.
dad is there for the daughter, the
Hmm.
mother is there for the son. And it seems like we have two worlds going on. And they kind of have this breaking point at dinner one night where they're sitting there and the dad has this fallacy of believing that we're going to have a happy dinner and a family and we're going to be the nuclear family and we're going to do that. And that's just not, the Tyler starts, fuck this and fuck that and this and that. Hey, mister, you cut that out. And it's just like, it's so perfect, right? It's so
Yeah.
perfectly done because everyone plays the part just right.
Oh my God,
He's a
so good.
rebellious kid who doesn't give a crap. The mom is like, whatever. And the dad's like, hey there, hang in there, team. And it's like, dude, it's not working. And then don't forget that scene also as we go on. We get to see all these conversations, right? And then at one part, the presence follows the dad. Remember, he calls up his buddy to ask some legal advice. And
Yes.
his buddy calls him back, and we follow him outside. And notice that he goes outside, but the presence can't actually leave. It can't go outside. So we had to sit at the door. And
Hmm.
he's outside on the phone talking about divorce, talking about all kinds of stuff he's having,
Legal
these
separation
legal
because he's worried that
separation.
whatever his wife is doing
Yeah.
is going to blow back on him. And she was like on her laptop, she's deleting evidence. I don't know if you caught that.
She's constantly on there. Oh, I have to do this. I have to. Yeah. You realize
She's
something's
deleting
happening.
like emails
Yeah.
that were like she is definitely there's like embezzlement or
Some
something
serious
happening.
shady
We
stuff
never
is going
find
on.
out, but
Some
it's like
Enron stuff is something, right?
yeah.
So,
And your spouse is if your spouse knows you there are legal
I
ramifications.
mean, you're in all kinds of trouble here. So then he's sitting out there talking to him on the phone. He's like basically telling him, how am I doing? Like I'm terrible. Like we're terrible. He's saying his
Yeah.
family is in horrible, horrible shape. So, and that's something that most people, like everyone hides everything. They never talk about anything. Your family could be on fire. No, we're great. We're going on vacation next week. So that part is interesting. Yeah, she's deleting. And then we meet maybe the worst kid ever. Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
The guy, Tyler, classic high school stuff. Well, what is the kid's name now? Again, I'm bad with the names in this movie. What is the kid's name? His buddy. What's the buddy's name?
You mean the one that Ryan that
Ryan. Okay. So Ryan's the kid who's like the popular kid in school, I guess, or whatever. He comes when he comes over once with Tyler, and then he meets Chloe in the bedroom, and you're like, okay, you feel like he's like, hey, yo, what's up? Like the way that I would go to my friend's house and meet like his sister or something, like 30 years ago, whatever. And you feel like something's gonna happen. So he kind of tries to get in with her, and they start kind of hooking up a little bit. And there's that scene, I guess, where he goes downstairs one day and he crushes up whatever pills he's got in his pocket, I guess,
yeah,
and dumps it in her drink. And you're like, what?
her orange juice.
And he brings it back upstairs, right? So, meanwhile, all these things are starting to happen where these moments of like something's going on where things move or rattle or shake or whatever, pictures fall off walls. And she's in
Or
the
get cleaned
shower.
up.
Yeah, cleaned up. She's in the shower and she comes back out and the glass has been sitting on the edge of the table and it kind of shakes and it knocks the glass. So it's either her friend or the president or whatever it is knew it was up and knocked that glass over. And the audience is like, oh, good. Now, you're wondering if that happened on accident. Like, is she looking out for this thing, like from another, system or wherever place you are? And I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah,
So,
and that was like right, sorry to interrupt. That was
yeah.
right after they had sex.
Did they?
And yeah,
Or
they
he
had
still,
sex because then she got in the shower
I thought they
afterward.
hadn't yet. Okay, anyway, what it doesn't matter. Yeah.
But the oh my gosh, I just lost it. Oh, he kept saying, "This is all on your terms. You're the one
Yeah,
in
right.
control. You're the
Right.
one in
It's all
control. You
you.
tell me
Yeah,
what
it's
you
all
want."
you.
Which
Right.
for me as a female is such a red flag.
Oh,
Like
it's
when
it's
you're
so it's terrible.
overdoing that, it's
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah. Oh, it's awful. It's all. And they do such a good job of painting him as just this guy is a total scum, dude. But
Yeah.
there are sadly many people like that.
They
Uh
also paint it as she would fall for this. Like
oh,
she has trauma.
she's so
She lost
vulnerable.
her best friend and
She is so
he's
vulnerable.
nice and yeah,
He just wants to get laid. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care, right?
he wants more than a good load.
Yeah. So, well, we're going to find that out, right? So that happens, and then the scene I talked about when they're in the living room and talking about getting the girl to bite on this thing or whatever, and that's when all the stuff in his room, the trophies and everything get knocked
Oh
over,
yeah.
and the whole family comes upstairs, and they're like, okay, so something happened. We don't know, but something happened, right? So then they call, I guess, was it the dad that knows
The
someone
realtor.
yeah, the
They
realtor
call the realtor.
news. she doesn't have to disclose anything. They find someone that can come, not like a medium, but someone who's like has a lot of energy to the place. She comes over and says there's stuff happening, and they don't really believe it yet or anything. But then I guess the parents, what? The parents go out of town, right? And then this
Hmm.
kid Ryan comes back, and they're talking about all the stuff they're gonna do. And you see him again. I don't know what the medication was. I don't know they ever. I could never read what the bottle said. I don't know that I ever found out what it was. But
No, I mean it was a something that immobilized you.
it was a narcotic of some sort, right?
Yeah,
So they're kind of chilling, hanging out. He crushed it, and he gives it to
Tyler.
gives it to Tyler, and he drinks it and just passes out. And then Ryan goes upstairs, and man, he gets it to her, and she drinks it this time, and she's like passes out pretty quick. And you realize at this point, like he starts pulling out plastic wrap, and he's trying to suffocate her. He's trying to kill her, and he starts talking about how the last one, and you're like, oh shit, this dude killed these girls. This dude is
Yeah.
so effing crazy. He's drugging and murdering high school girls, like
Hmm.
16-year-old girls.
Hmm.
And oh my god. And this is you're wondering like, are we near a climax kind of thing here at this point? Like what is gonna happen? And you're getting antsy in your seat because you're like, this is so gross. This is so
Yeah.
uncomfortable. This is so awful. How is
Yeah.
this gonna end?
Because she's
And
like locked in. She's paralyzed. She's awake.
it is the worst. Like it is like the woman's greatest fear. And
It is.
anyone else is just like disgust, basically, right? Like, oh my god, I don't even want to. Honestly, I didn't even like watching parts of that. I really did.
Yeah. Oh,
And
it was like I had goosebumps. There were so many parts of the scenes with him that I had goosebumps and like a visceral reaction.
yeah,
Like even thinking about it now, it like my skin just
mhm,
crawls.
yeah. Because you know what? This isn't a made up scare. This happens every single day. Every
Yeah,
single day.
and that tells you also how well everyone on this played it too.
Yeah.
If I had played that, I would need like months of decompression in like a quiet space
No,
with no men around me at all.
that's intense. That is, especially when not even just the whole rape of it. Like, but yeah, how about just like putting plastic wrap on your face and like trying to like that is like traumatic like on its own the scene, right? So
Yeah,
he's trying to kill her, and you're wondering how is this going to end? And Tyler gets woken up, I guess, by the presence, right? It basically gets him up,
yeah.
and he's still totally like jacked up. He's all messed up, and you're like, oh my god, is he going to get him? And he manages
Oh
to get
wait,
up.
hold on. We missed a part.
What's that?
We missed the part where the medium person, whatever, clairvoyant,
Mm,
whatever, we don't know how what she would classify herself as.
yeah.
But she comes back and she talks to Chris, the
Oh, she
dad.
says, yeah. I remember.
Do you
No,
uh
go ahead, go ahead.
okay. So she's like, I had a dream. I know what is keeping this presence in the house. There
Hmm.
is a window in your house that won't open. I dreamt of this window. You have
And
to
the scene is shot. We see them from that
from
window,
that
looking out that
window.
window in that scene, right? Yeah.
I just got goosebumps again.
It's crazy, right?
It
So,
was so well done. And he's like, get out of here. Nobody else wants you here. No, like they think they got
right,
scammed by her.
right. And so you remember that, but I wasn't thinking of that at the moment when I'm watching that part. And Tyler manages to get upstairs, and in just like a heartbeat, like a half a second,
Oh my God, it's so
it goes
fast.
from 0 to 60, and he just storms in the room, grabs him, and they both just go flying out the window. They break through a giant window and go falling to their death.
Yeah,
And you're like, what just happened, dude? Like it
it
literally,
was.
there was no like multiple angles and so it was like it happened like that
Yeah, you
out the
follow him
window.
in the room, and it's like he isn't in full
Yeah,
control of his body. He's like heavy body, like
yeah,
when you don't have control, heavy body, just like says, "Get off of her," and like grabs him, and then it's the reason that he goes out the window is the heavy body where he just like end over end takes him out the
just
window with him.
right out. I'd never
It's
seen a
so
scene like that.
fast.
It was wild.
Me neither.
And
I
then
was
the
like
camera
shocked.
turns in and we see them. They're obviously dead.
Yeah,
Um,
like
and
limbs
and
everywhere,
oh,
neck.
his leg is all twisted. then I guess what happened, and we go later on, we see an empty house in the next scene, and obviously they're moving out, of course, and it's the three of them now, and the mother
Mhm.
says, I needed a moment. She's standing in the house, and then she feels it comes back, and she goes to that mirror, and she
She
sees him.
sees it. Yeah.
She sees him
Well,
in the
she sees
mirror.
the presence finally because
Yeah,
she had the trauma. But
and
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
interrupt.
and she sees him, and then she has just that moment where she sees him in the mirror, and she's like tries talking to him, and she just that's it. She loses it. They come back in the house, and it's that scene of them holding each other, and then that crane shot, that big ending.
Yeah.
Great way to end or begin a film with a great crane shot of something, and the presence, drone shot, I guess, because it kind of rises even higher than that.
Yeah, because it pulls out of the
And
house
the
too.
presence leaves, and it goes up, and it takes off, and that's it. Um, all right. So I loved it. I thought it was tremendous. Here's the thing for me. I loved. I'm gonna say this, and we'll explain it. I really enjoyed watching Paranormal Activity again. Okay, I'll say that sentence, but now I'll get deeper into that. I didn't like Paranormal Activity. Okay,
I didn't
but
either.
this is basic. This is the same thing. Okay, I thought this was tremendous. So the first thing I thought of, my production brain already, I thought, okay, I bet. Now Steven Soderbergh made a movie called Unsane like 5 or 6 years ago. I never saw it, but I think he shot it with iPhones. Okay,
Oh,
I believe so. We need to look it up. But I said to myself, they shot this film. I bet they shot on a. Everyone loves the Sony A7S right now. It's like everyone's favorite camera, and I bet they shot it on a Ronin, on a Ronin gimbal. And I looked it up. That's exactly what they shot it with. I said I'd do it. That just for me, that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. Is how can you use these tools to make this thing? It is again just so simple. It's so simple. It takes place in one location, multiple bedrooms and whatever. But it's these great. The DJI Ronin is fantastic. I use it to shoot sports. It's fabulous. It's a simple little gimbal. You attach your cam. They probably put a wide 24, maybe a 12 millimeter lens on there. They changed out lenses, I'm sure, a couple times, and
but
that's
it's always got that.
yeah. So it's the big wide, like I said, 12 or 24 probably on there,
Yeah.
and I don't know how they did audio. I'm curious. They probably wore lavs, or maybe they had booms in the mix. I don't know how they did the audio, but the way it follows around, there is no score. There's no music.
There is music, but
Well,
it's all like
a little bit,
it's
but
only when the characters are listening to music.
yeah. Okay, there you
And
go.
there are like a couple other like at the beginning when the presence is alone in the house,
Yeah.
there's music then, but I don't think there's a score outside of that.
No. And these awkward, like letting the pauses and just letting the scene breathe. And
Yeah.
it's just like, it's this voyeuristic scene, but it's not shot in as like, it's not like Black Christmas or like Halloween where you're following like it, but it's that POV that is really just like next level. For me, I thought, like when it's in the closet, it's kind of like that creepy deal, sort of, right? But not
Yeah.
too much.
But
But I
like in a
thought, oh,
respectful way. It never feels like invasive. Actually, when they're having sex, the presence turns and looks
right,
into a
right,
sweater.
yeah,
And the first time it happens that they're like hooking up, the presence rips the closet, all the
yeah,
shelving out of the
yeah.
closet.
It's just
Um,
so if you were to shoot that, it's like this, the thing for me that makes it so great is the scene where they're hooking up, whatever, the first time, or she takes a shower, whatever, whatever you can name it, whatever scene is in there. And if you were to shoot that regularly or traditionally, you would have, you use one camera. You'd cut away and you'd shoot, an A shot and a B and over the shoulders, and you do a bunch of coverage probably, right? And tights and
mhm,
wides and maybe some music in there. No, no, it's one camera angle. And there
mhm,
are these awkward pauses where, as the audience, you would say, well, that's where it should cut to a tight, right?
mhm.
Or that would be the OTS shot. None of that. None of
And
that
you're waiting
happens.
for it.
Yes, yes, yes. None of that happens. And I think you get that too. I'm watching like what, like this is amazing. This guy is. I had a teacher told me once, you can break rules once you understand them,
Yes,
right?
that is
So,
exactly how I feel about this movie.
so he broke all of them because none of the you're waiting for these cut. When is the next time? But it can't be a tight shot because we're not watching cameras. We're watching this from a presence.
Yes, and we are the presence.
So again, this is so simple. I mean, again, you know, I know how much I love Blair Witch Project. It's so goddamn simple, right? Seriously, the simpler, honestly, the better half the time for this stuff, right?
Yeah.
It really is. This I thought was, and so many people were like, well, oh, it's so played and it's so I've seen it before. I mean, so have I, but this one was A plus 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 plus. I mean, like for real. I've been going on for like 10 minutes now. I want to know your thoughts. I have more to say, but I thought it was tremendous.
I also didn't
Tension.
tell.
Like it
I
ratcheted up. Those scenes with her in that
Yes.
bedroom, they're like literally uncomfortable. Like what is going to happen here? Like I'm kind of agonizing over this. I have like, you know, anxiety about what's going to happen here.
Yes, you're like
Yeah.
waiting to see if the shoe's gonna drop. Like, am I gonna hate this? Like,
Yeah.
is this gonna be painful? Is this gonna take a turn really fast that I like don't know how to emotionally regulate? I would
Yeah.
say I the whole time I didn't
Yeah.
know how to emotionally regulate other than the creepy drug dealer guy moments.
Well, this got the blood pressure up for sure.
It definitely did, and it was so quiet.
That's what I'm saying. Right. It was perfect. It's just
I
perfect.
mean, I this like I loved this movie. I was shocked at how much I loved this. I hated Paranormal Activity. I just
Hmm.
thought it was like
Lame. It just wasn't scary.
I agree. I didn't think it
The
was scary at
ending,
all.
the ending is cool with like the well, I like the putting the flower down and seeing the not footprints, but like the hooves, the cloven hooves and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. And I love this guy did this for the amount of money. And I he made a movie I didn't. Okay, like I get that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
And I mean
great.
I'm amazing. And I'm glad that Rob Zombie got involved with the guy later. I think on some stuff and Oren Pelly, whatever his name was. But this took it up for me. This is where it was at.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I have to be honest, I'm a sleepwalker. I think you know this. And there are so many times that I have stood over Philippe in my sleep and he has woken up to me standing over him because I want to steal his water because I've
So
drank all mine in my sleep.
can you please record that so we can take a screenshot of the film from Paranormal Activity from you guys? Yes.
So when he reacts to it, I wake up and it's a myth. You can't wake up a sleepwalker. We're fine. It's disorienting
Yeah, I would think.
because you're standing and you don't expect to be.
No.
But I mean, at least my specific type of sleepwalking, maybe there's others, I don't know, but not the official word of sleepwalkers or sleep doctors here. I'm
Is
turning red.
is is the word for that is somnambulist? Is that what a sleepwalker is? No.
Oh no, but
What
I
am I
know
thinking
that Philippe has had to deal with a lot. Yeah, I mean, he's had to deal with a lot. I just did like I defrosted meat from the fridge or freezer one time. Like
of?
I
You're just
just
trying
done
to say you're just trying to save time.
just you know, I just
Yeah.
have done some more stuff because your body is like doing something that you would normally do. Anyway, I have stood over him to steal his water before, where I make sure he's sleeping and then scare the bejesus out of him
Let
because
me tell you something. If I wake up and someone's you're getting a right hook to your jaw. Like I'm gonna knock your ass out.
but when you know and it's your like we've been
I
together
don't
for almost
care.
20 years.
I'm not expecting that. Who expects to wake up and someone is standing over them? I don't care how you've been married for 100 years. Forget that. Oh, dude. I
Paranormal Activity was that like unrealistic or scary because my household, God, I'm turning so red.
we should
My
re
household is not that far from.
we should make a we should do a Paranormal Activity remake with you guys. Oh boy. Anyway, Sleepwalking, Paranormal Activity movie. We didn't like it.
No. It was also a stationary camera, so you weren't experiencing from the presence point of view. And I thought that was like
That's a
there was
great
some,
point. That's a great point
yeah.
because that was just we knew that again. We know those are cameras. We
Hmm.
don't know in this movie what this is. We don't know.
Yes.
Right.
And we think it's the presence because it's named presence,
Right.
but we aren't sure.
We don't
And we
know. We don't
don't
know.
know what kind of presence it is. So we are like, and as I said, I was over identifying with the presence
Mm-mm.
in the beginning. And they hooked me as like the very enthusiastic. I'm like the golden retriever of humans. I think
Okay.
you would probably agree with that, Matt. Um, I'm just like an enthusiastic, like I love everybody. I can't wait to see you. No?
Where are we going? What are we doing today? I'm excited. Am I going for a ride in the car?
Let me stand over you and make sure you're asleep so I can steal
uh,
your water in your sleep.
okay.
Um, takes a turn fast. Um, but they really make you identify with this presence in the
Yes.
way that they use the camera and the way that like
It's
you
perfect.
feel the love for the sister. And to be clear, like when Matt was talking about that weird like situation with that girl was bullied and that girl ended up leaving school and going to get I think they like the rumor was that she was getting like mental health help
Mm.
after because the whole school got in on this and there was like a
Yeah.
sexy picture that got sent
Yeah.
around and the whole thing was just like so mean and the drug dealer guy now I have forgotten his name,
Ryan.
Ryan.
But I like drug
um
dealer guy. That's good. I like that.
Ryan had told Chloe, the sister, that Tyler had a mean streak and that he had come up with this idea. So he was like kind of
Yeah, good.
priming
He
her.
hit that line, Mean Streak. Yeah, I remember that. And she was like, "What?" Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. That was good.
Yeah. And I think the best line in the entire movie, in retrospect, after we've seen the whole thing, is when Chris, the dad, says, Tyler, I know there's a really great man inside you after
Hmm.
the blow up at
Can't wait
dinner,
to meet him.
and I can't wait to meet him.
That was it was so lame. It was so great though. It was like,
So
dude,
lame, but it's
are
so
you like
good.
reading these from like do you get like a daily like calendar that like, says like dad lines to say? 'Cause it's like I'm sorry, if
But in the end,
my dad ever said that to me, I'd say, "What?"
yes. And that's kind of what he had to say about it.
Oh,
But
you
in
know
the
what?
end, it was like foreshadowing. So I
Ah,
actually think it was the best line in the whole movie. And I loved this movie. I think it was so well executed. It's,
it's
I
great.
think, I think you could perceive it as being slow because it's a slow burn.
So, okay,
But I loved it.
the slow
I
burn
loved
term. I mean, we've got to find a new word for
Yes,
that because every movie is a slow burn. Okay, like I get what's actually happening, but we need some new terminology for that because I'm tired of saying slow burn. So
I know.
anyone out there who has a good word for me might to help my vocabulary, please let me know.
Let's
But
go with intentionally paced.
intentionally paced. Okay, I like it. We'll go with that for now.
Placeholder.
Yeah. So back to like paranormal activity, right? So I think it's very important to mention that we know
Turning
that
red again.
we know well, I mean, this is what I my best, comparison for this is we know that those are cameras set up by them and that's like the whole in what do we say intentionally paced
Yes.
idea that we're waiting for something. So like one of them I saw, I think it was the second or the third. They made like five of them. The second and
Oh
the third
God.
had a great um, moment where there's an oscillating fan, and they take the top of it apart and they put the camera on top of it.
Oh.
So now the camera just goes like for like 45 seconds, just back and forth from looks into this kitchen and out of it, and then back to living room, kitchen, living room, and
Okay.
you
I could see.
realize there's going to be a payoff to this at some point,
Yes.
right? And I think I don't remember exactly, but something cool does happen. Um, Not as great, of course, as the um, greatest jump scare ever in Exorcist 3, of course, but that's another jump scare story. So, but yeah, like you're waiting for those payoffs, right? So, and then yeah, these just awkward moments where again, like the dialogue stops, and you would think that a camera would cut to something else, but it doesn't, and you're just like you have no control over this right now. This is all happening. This is none of this is typical. This is not a traditionally shot film anymore. I'm not sure what's going to happen right now, but I love it. but I love what you're doing to me. I love the ride we're on right now. So let's keep going. And yeah, the dad, there's a great guy in there. I know it. Like, it's just like, oh my God, dude.
It's like the
He's,
most cheesy dad line
it's
ever.
awful. And you feel bad because, like, so many, you make fun of so many people, like, like my buddy, like, hey, well, your boss is, blah, blah, talking about his wife or whatever. And it's like, the stereotype of that. But this guy is the stereotype. He is
He really is.
every stereotype of I got married and did you even want to get married? Did you even want to have any kids? Like, are you a partnership? What exactly are you here with this?
I mean,
So like
it's like he's trying to find a pair of shorts at some point because he keeps
so
saying two kids. You have two
and she
kids.
goes, yes, I heard both of them coming out of my body.
Yeah.
That's good. So you have these like two stories here of like me of this obviously this family dynamic that's not going well and uh disgusting, gross rape slash teenage what am I trying to say here? The world of teenagers. I don't know. I mean, this is like
Yeah.
again, this is real. I mean, there's some pretty awful things I saw when I was a kid that people did to each other, and I know it still happens. Thank God I never saw anything like that.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but that happens. So it's like,
Yeah, it
yeah,
does.
it's these worlds where and the brother Tyler, he's like talking about how I got to get in with this guy. Like, seriously, that's your goal?
Yeah, he was like, he's so cool.
Dude's a loser.
He's so connected. And this guy, like, okay, he
He
reminds me
sucks.
if he was a
I knew guys.
19,
I knew guys like him in high school for sure, absolutely. And you know what? I didn't want anything to do with them.
yes.
You see him at parties, and otherwise it'd be like, dude, I'm not trying to talk to you.
But the funny thing is, okay, so the wardrobe is all 90s in this, which
I don't
is
even
on trend.
pay attention really to it. I guess is this is supposed to be set then? Is it? Or is,
No, it's
no,
set
no, it's
now, but
modern.
the
Yeah,
90s are back in.
whatever.
So
I'm no
it's,
teenager, so the hell if I know.
oh yeah, they're totally back in. Like
Totally, Matt. You are so stupid.
Janko jeans are back.
Come on, man.
Sorry, Matt. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to say it like that. The 90s are very much back. And like it
Can I wear a
is,
starter jacket again?
oh, yes, those are
Hell yeah.
back.
I'm gonna get a start with the Velcro zipper pouch in the front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
I
want
had
my
a Penn
starter.
State starter jacket.
Ooh, I want to get a giant starter jacket.
Oh man, I was so cool.
Oh yeah,
Everybody thought I was awesome.
those are badass. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So the wardrobe is all like very 90s. This guy reminds me of someone that was raised in the 90s. The way that he talks about
Mm.
his mom and stuff, like, yeah, and that it comes from someone who was, I would say, I mean, we were 80s kids, but like we were raised in the 90s. Like
Yep.
our like this
Yeah.
period would have
That
been
is
in the 90s.
a monumental decade of my life.
Yes.
Yes.
And we would have been their age in the 90s.
Yes.
And I think we're the same age.
Old.
Doesn't matter. I mean, seasoned.
I try not to date myself on this show, but we'll just say
Yeah,
we're old.
seasoned.
Yeah, there you go. Seasoned veterans.
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
educated.
I've been around a minute.
So, like this character, like not only was it the wardrobe, but it was also he felt like one of those latchkey kids that the
Yeah.
mom like had weird
I
stuff
like
that
that
the
term, latchkey kid. That's good. I like that.
yeah,
That's a throwback.
that's a
That's an
throwback.
even older word you probably got because your parents probably said it, didn't it? Yeah,
Yes, because that was a
exactly.
70s
Yeah,
term.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but the 70s
Absent
kids
parents.
were
Absent
raising
parents.
the 90s
Yeah. Yes, they were.
kids.
Yes, they were.
So, yeah, but didn't he kind of remind you of a little bit of like the creepy dudes that we knew growing up?
He was the kid who, after school, if he wanted to go smoke cigarettes or if he wanted to like go do something he weren't supposed to do, you would go hang out with him,
Oh, yeah, he
right?
was the kid I covered my drink around.
Or if you wanted to go, oh yeah, there you go. If you wanted to go, maybe like I don't know if you wanted to smoke a joint or something, like you would know, like go hook up with Ryan and go, hang out with him or something. Like he
Yeah,
probably knew
or ask him who is smoking today. And
who's got it, where can I get it from? Like
yeah,
where's the party at? Ryan probably knows where the party's at. Again, he was a dude like you might associate with like at a party, but like would you want to be his friend? I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah,
so
definitely wouldn't want him sleeping with your sister.
no,
I'd
I mean
pull the
that's
stuff out of my closet too.
he,
All the shelving out of the closet as well.
and you have to like wonder, like, yeah, how does that happen? Like, again, is it because like the parents are working, or I don't know, but like, how do you not know? But it's easy to say, how do you not know your kids? But it's so simple. Kids snow parents over so badly. I mean, even
Oh,
now. So
yeah.
it's
I mean,
because they have a construct of you as this 3-year-old child still that is running around the house in diapers, and it's like you can do no wrong, and well, you can do a lot of wrong.
well, and also like you do have to let your kids make mistakes in safe, controlled
Sure,
environments
sure.
as someone who doesn't have kids. Not a parent, but I do think that that's important. That was something that I used to see in college when people didn't have that safe, controlled environment
Mm.
to make mistakes when you were in high school, then you ended up making way worse mistakes in college
Like
when you
going and
had
getting
like
drinking like
way too,
15 beers and passing out in some fucking parking lot or something, and some dude take yeah,
or just like,
yeah.
or just vomiting in someone's car. I, yeah, you just, you don't know your limits.
Nope.
And look, not everybody has to drink in high school. Like that's, I'm not throwing shade at that at all.
Do what
But
you want to
like
do.
I do think parents have to make the choice to let some things go and like let some give the kids freedom enough to learn to make mistakes without like, ruining your life.
Yeah,
That's a hard line. I'm glad
there
I
you
don't have
go.
to do that for anyone.
I like that. So, I mean, yeah, this kid he's rotten. He's a rotten ass kid that now look, he doesn't deserve to die, right? I mean, they did. It's a wrap. It's over.
Well, he would have been a serial killer. I mean, he had given Tyler what you intuit from it is he had given Tyler enough drugs to kill him.
He might have. Yeah.
He said Tyler's lights out. We don't have to worry about him
That's right.
anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And she's like, "Oh,
Um,
yeah."
which then when you realize you're like,
So,
that sounds like,
maybe down the road he may have, like I
well,
said,
but then he was going to
become
kill Chloe.
right. He may have become maybe, but
Well,
does that
that would have
mean
been number four. If he killed Tyler and Chloe, he had already
yeah.
killed two.
Yeah, because
So
he killed those
serial's
two.
three.
That's amazing. The kid is what, 17 at the most, probably. I mean, like what?
Yeah,
Holy crap, right? So, um, and I'm using the term doesn't deserve to die in just a human sense of like, I mean,
I
people do
know.
rotten
I get
things, but
it.
like, damn, 17-year-old kid getting killed, like,
And
oh my
he
god.
like very much doesn't have remorse at
Oh
all.
well,
Like you
that's a that's a
very
tr-
much,
that's a
yeah.
trait of anyone that does that. They have no remorse. That's why they're able to do
Well,
those things sometimes.
I
I don't know.
guess.
I
I
don't
mean, I would
know.
like to think some people have like remorse.
A lot of them, man, people like Dahmer didn't, they talk about it pretty stone faced and pretty calmly. They don't seem to really, they're very detached from it. They don't seem to really care.
Yeah,
Anyway, we're not going to get, that's another episode.
I know. It
Um,
just bumps me out,
but
is
yeah,
what you're hearing.
that is an important, point. I mean, that's the takeaways for me were that was like, okay, do the parents know it? Like, you were also waiting at one point, you were waiting for like the dad or the mom to come in. Like,
Yes.
remember that one scene the dad knocks at the door. Remember he comes in and she's like in the towel and he's like, oh, sorry, he closed the door, right? But like you were wondering, would the dad or would the mom show up while, look, I was a teenage boy. I was definitely over at girl's house when I wasn't supposed to be. The parents were known sometimes. Okay, it happened. We all did that, right? But like you would know, like the car would pull up or something. You had to like run and you had to run out of
Oh,
the
yeah.
house. I did that many times. But like yeah, you were waiting for like, you know, I thought I kept thinking like, oh, is the mom? You're gonna wait for the door to open. It's gonna be like, oh shit, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Like I
I
was waiting
mean,
for that moment, right?
there were so many things that I was waiting for. I really was waiting for the presents to like lose their shit.
And really do something to them, like yeah, or be the one to throw him out the window or attack him or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially after Tyler got exposed for being such a bully.
Now, was there maybe I missed? I don't know. Was there something that tipped us that led us to show us why it wasn't able to? Because like spirits can like move between worlds and whatever, but they don't always have power to actually do things. So it's
Yes.
the case of the spirit wasn't powerful enough to actually do those things. Then I guess it couldn't actually physically
Break
harm
through
somebody. Yeah.
to interact with people. So
Right.
in
Right.
the actual like so there's a scene when the scene that we were talking about that's like creepy, where the mom is like, "Go on, tell me more about how you bullied this girl and like
Yeah.
humiliated her
Tell me how you
into."
ruined this girl's life. Tell me more about
Yes,
it.
I'm
So I
so
can laugh at it.
enthralled.
Yeah. So I can enjoy it with you.
And everyone else is like the dad and the sister are like, "Oh my God,
Dude,
like ugh."
it's disgusting.
It's so ick. But then the presence goes up
That's
to
when trashes
Tyler's
his room.
rooms and like pulls all the
All the
trophies,
trophies,
throws
everything.
everything, and then that's when the family goes up and sees that and
Right.
like evacuates the
Right.
house. And the spirit had like, or the presence, had cleaned up Chloe's studying from the bottom of her bed and placed it on the counter. And that's when the dad came in and she was in the towel when she got out of the
Yes.
shower.
Yes. That's right. It moves the books and stuff. And she comes out and she's like, oh, whoa. And she notices like what happened there. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. That was a cool scene. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool because it was like everything was just kind of put where it should have been. And most people would just be like, did I put that back?
I don't know. I think that it depends like how quickly in and out of the room you were. Like
Yeah.
if I maybe put like a phone down, like sometimes like I'll listen to like a podcast like in and out of a shower or something, and my phone will be sitting on my bed, and I know where I put it. It would be the closest spot to where I could walk back in and press play again, right? Whereas if I came back out and it was by my pillow, I'd be like, "What the hell just happened?" Like I would know that's not where
Um,
you know what I mean? I would know that's not where I put it. So yeah, you would probably know those things, but I don't know. But yeah.
yeah, for me, like I would know that I didn't clean up after myself, but I wouldn't necessarily notice that I put it a different place because there are sometimes I just go on autopilot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but uh, clearly she knows. So I love. I didn't see how they did. Well, now we'll segue into your trivia. I wonder if you're going to mention. I would like to know how they did the moving books and how they moved. They did that scene because I did not know how they did that.
That is not in my trivia. Okay, I
What you
only
got?
have
What you got?
four pieces of trivia because
Go
that
ahead.
is
I'm ready.
all there is in this film.
Okay.
Now, this first one, you have to give me grace because this is not my speech pattern, and I'm going to have to read a direct quote. And
Okay.
I tried to practice this in advance, and I was like, this is just, it's going to be clear that I'm reading.
All right.
So in 2024, there was an interview with Filmmaker magazine, and Steven Soderbergh,
Great magazine, by the way.
yes, very good magazine, spoke about the real life incident that inspired this film. And this is where I
Mm,
have to read the quote,
okay.
not my speech pattern. Here we go. It was prompted by the fact that we had a presence of some sort in the house that Jules Asner, I hope I'm saying that right, and I own. We were
That's his
told,
wife, right?
yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
but also I don't know his wife. She is linked, so
I
she's
love that
like,
name, Jules.
I know, Jules Asner. It's so cute.
You know, I think it's a
Um,
nickname of like Julie, though, isn't it? Wait, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
yes, well, my friends that are Jules are
There
Julies.
you go. Or Julia.
Um, we were told when we bought the house and subsequent to our moving in that the woman who owned it some time ago had died in the house. We were told by a neighbor that the woman who died in the house was killed by her daughter. The
Oh,
circumstances surrounding it were very murky, but everybody on the block was convinced it was not a suicide as the police had described it. But their daughter, who was well known to have a contentious relationship with her,
hmm.
had killed her. As the son of a parapsychologist, did you know that?
No.
I did not either. I found that fascinating. I was hopeful that there might be some sort of experience to be had, but Jules and I really didn't have anything more than that. You know, did I leave that light on or but we had a house sitter and one night she was watching television in the main parlor and then there was a peripheral vision. She sensed somebody in the hallway and in the other end of the house. And when she looked, she saw a woman crossing from the other end of the or from the bathroom to the bedroom. She instinctively said, "Jules," and then realized Jules wasn't there. Nobody was there. She immediately called Jules and said, "This just happened to me." The name of the woman who died was Mimi.
Mm.
I began to wonder what it would be like to be Mimi in that house and feel like, what are these people doing in my house? And is there anything that can be done? So that was my jumping off point.
Well, I hope it wasn't Mimi Bobek from Drew Carey's show, because that would be awful if she was
Oh,
haunting
that
your
would be
house.
awful.
But in all seriousness, that kind of, when I hear that, I think of Nightmare on Elm Street in a sense, like where Wes Craven had heard about the murders, or not, the people falling asleep like in Asia, that gave him the idea for that. Like that gives me
Yeah.
that feeling. I mean, those are stories that happen all the time,
Mhm.
and you could pluck from any one of those. And yeah, I think it's a great idea for a piece like this. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I think so too. I
Yeah.
mean, I love the fact that they weren't deterred by this, that they were engaged with
See,
this.
I as much as I love this stuff, I can't move into a house where that happened. I couldn't do that. No,
I had a house that was haunted. Do you know that? Do you know
you
my
told me.
haunting
Yeah,
story?
yeah.
Okay.
No, I couldn't do it. It's not worth it, because you don't know what you're gonna get. It could be some easy, fun little rolling a ball down a hallway, or it could be some nefarious evil poltergeist. Like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Well, and you don't know when it's going to turn or what could
Yep,
make it turn, which
yep,
is, I
yep.
think, what the entire experience of watching this movie was. We were like
Yeah,
waiting to
yeah,
see if it was
yeah.
going to turn.
Right.
And it was like that was the a little bit of the anxiety. There were so many different elements to this that were like family dynamics, personality dynamics,
Mm-hmm,
relationship dynamics
mm-hmm, yeah.
that were part of the horror of it. But then when you actually like when you're experiencing it, you are waiting to see if this is going to turn. And I guess I should have thought about who the director was in thinking about whether it was going to turn. I don't know. What do you think about that? I I I know I'm not through my trivia, but I'm curious your thoughts.
The fact that Soderbergh made this movie.
Yeah. He's not really like
Well, that movie Unsane kind of was more into this territory, but I mean, he did like Ocean's 11, I think, and maybe Aaron Brockovich, and he's Traffic, which was that huge hit like 25 years ago,
yeah.
right? He's a well-known director. I think, again, because of the simplicity of this film and the easy gimbals and the simple shots and the $3,000 camera to do, it's more of a less is more, and this worked for me on this last film. It was, I think, horror themed, so let's try this again. So I'm not like thrown off by it or anything. No.
I guess I'm surprised by my personal feelings that the shoe was going to drop, that suddenly we were going to have the presence be evil,
Hmm.
that something was going to turn the presence because that isn't
Yeah,
really his
I
style.
don't think I thought I didn't. I don't think I thought that was going to happen. I was just waiting for just something wild to happen, which it did, obviously. But I don't think I ever thought, is this presence going to be mean and kill them? I don't know that I ever
Oh,
thought
I
that.
totally did.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
had over-identified with it. I was
Uh,
so afraid
yeah.
it was going to turn,
Right.
and then I was going to be wrong about like the way I felt about it. You know
Yeah.
what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. I got you.
Which like tells you, I mean, the character development of the camera, the
Yeah.
presence
It's great.
is insane in this movie. Like I think everybody should give it a watch. Like
Yeah.
it is so well executed.
Yep. It's perfect.
Back to trivia.
Well, go ahead.
This film was shot in just 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
nearly entirely in just that one house,
Yep.
um, according to a Variety article by Stephen Roderick. I'm trying to credit people more.
Good. It's a good thing. Props.
This is my favorite piece of trivia. Um, so brace yourself.
Oh, I'm ready.
The average film, as you know, contains hundreds, if not thousands, of hard cuts.
Well, I think Requiem for a Dream. What is it, like 10, or A Natural Born Killers has like 10,000 cuts? Or yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
This has 33.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's the whole structure, the filmmaking structure of this thing. You're waiting for an over the shoulder. You're waiting for a medium shot. It never happens.
It
They
never
they
comes.
go on, and you don't notice ever cutting. So I have a bad habit now of watching movies over a period of days. I'm always doing like other things, so I'm like watch like a half an hour of it here and there. So I'm always looking for spots in movies where I can take a break from. This
Oh,
was kind of perfect because the takes were super long, and there weren't that many breaks, but like the ones you could find, you could take anyway. But yeah, they seemed like they would go on and on and on because they kind of did because there was only, like you said, 30 something cuts. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's crazy, right?
I mean, it was
It's,
insane. And it's like,
and it feels like more because the gimbal moves through the house. So you're not stationary, so it feels like you're cut, but you're not. You're not.
yes. And you're not like, it is like truly you embody the presence the way this camera is
Yeah.
handled
Yeah.
because you go into the room full steam and then you back out and spin and run upstairs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you just, but it's so smooth. It's not vomit camera at all. So if
No, it's
you
not.
are
No,
vomit
no,
camera adverse, it's
not at
no
all. Nice and smooth.
Cloverfields
Nope. No Blair Witch.
stuff. It is so smooth, and you just like you have that reaction, and it's so teenage too. It's like the emotional
Yeah.
charge that you feel watching, like as you are in this presence that is just a camera.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's like a VR experience, I guess,
Yeah.
maybe.
There you go. There you go.
Um,
Yeah.
it
Again,
was so
in a
cool.
way. In a way. Okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
like you are literally embodying this presence and but you're like a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
You're
That's it.
no one else knows you're there except occasionally Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's it.
so and then the on screen, I feel like you're gonna kind of like this.
Okay.
The on screen end credits, the font is the same as Poltergeist.
I don't know that I even, you know what? Here's something that, okay. So I will give shout, um, you know what? I don't remember which one it was. Shout to, um, Sean Clark. We love Sean Clark, Horrors, Hallowed Grounds. Shout to him in, on his podcast, the thing with Chris Nelson, thing with two heads. I don't remember if it was them or if it was Beyond the Blood podcast with Chris, but one of the two mentioned how um, streaming is great, but the problem with streaming is when the damn movie ends, it crops that tiny little box. And what do you want to watch next? Like, no, I'm watching the credits, dude. Like, I want to see who made like. For me, I'm into who made right. So your whole credit thing, unfortunately, I don't even think I got to bother watching because wherever I
Oh
watched this,
no.
I think had
What
this
did you
stupid.
watch it on?
I don't even remember, but I think it was Netflix. I think,
Okay, I watched
but
it on Disney Plus. So
so it
Hulu or Disney Plus,
maybe it was
friend.
Hulu, but yeah, so it does that, and like, no, I want to watch credits, so it screwed me out. You can always close it out, whatever, but it's like, dude, just let us watch the credits. So,
Oh,
um,
mine didn't do that.
I'm a big font. My font from all my stuff is the Halloween, the John Carpenter's Halloween font, which, oh God, what is the name of it? I can't remember it right now off the top of my head. But yeah, that's awesome. I love that. That's very cool. Perfect. That's
Yeah, it's
perfect.
that like outliney font that
Yeah,
has
yeah.
like,
I
yeah,
don't know. I need to look up the name of that font. Well,
yeah, I
maybe
probably should have looked it up, but
we'll link that for everybody so they can see what the font they if you want to use it.
it
Yeah.
was, I mean, this movie, like, I would honestly, I think I would give this a 10 out of 10 in terms of like the story development, the character development, the relationship development, the camera work for sure, the audio work for sure,
Great.
the acting was great. Um, and I mean, anything that can take you and put you into a camera
Yeah.
and have you empathize with it is
I would
just,
imagine this was a fun set to be on. I don't know. I would think for me, I would have enjoyed very much because it's seemed very unique and a very different way. It's not a
yeah,
huge big. They're not a million people probably. It's probably a small crew
I would bet.
in a house like something different. I bet it was fun.
It has a bigger, one thing I was thinking while I was watching this is that like the house has bigger entryways and points than the Hellraiser house from our last episode that we did
Well,
together.
and remember,
Um,
we're looking at different lenses and cameras, and I mean, this is
yes,
30,
but
40 years difference. I mean, but yeah.
yeah, but like the actual, like I think this had a deeper entranceway.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh
and
yeah,
so
that
you,
doorway in Hellraiser is right there. The stairs are right there. This
oh
house had an
yeah,
entryway, a foyer. I mean, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
exactly.
for
Like
sure.
could have put some sort of table there with a
Oh,
floral
absolutely.
arrangement or something.
We could
Um,
absolutely, yeah.
and I think, yeah, I thought I just did you also I have to ask, did you
Mm.
notice the price of that house? I don't know where they were basing this.
No, I don't remember actually. I don't.
It was 800, I think $49 thousand
Well,
dollars.
what house isn't $849,000? I
This
mean,
had a detached three-car garage with a carriage house
every house
above.
is $800,000. I
This
mean,
was way low priced.
maybe it
Like,
depends where they. I don't remember where they live. I don't remember where they lived. So
I don't know
maybe
where they lived, but man,
no house is affordable anywhere. So it doesn't
I
matter.
mean, it was bigger than our house, and I'll tell you, our house was
Huge, huge
at
house. Yeah.
$849,000.
Well,
I was like, good for you.
that was some
But
serious buyer's remorse on that
for
one.
them, it
So
was like a big reach, though. They were like,
yeah.
I guess,
Well,
whatever
when
Lucy Liu
she's
was doing
yeah,
was
when she's probably stealing
embezzling-ish.
money, she's probably getting paid by somebody else, so she probably wrote a check for it. So yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it was definitely, yeah. I mean, the whole thing, it was,
I can't I can't
yeah.
give it I can't give it 10 out of 10. I can't give there's very few movies if any that I can
That's
give
true.
10 out
I
of
mean,
10 for. No,
I
for you if it is, that's fine. I'm just saying for me I can't give it 10 out of 10. I'll give it 8. I mean,
okay.
it was
See, I
terrific.
would I would give it like at least I would say like
8
maybe a 9.3
I might
because
push
it
to
got you to
I could be convinced to push to 9 maybe,
yeah.
but I can't go that far with it.
Yeah, I mean, but to like actually get you
It
to
was terrific.
identify with the camera and like
Yeah.
embody the camera.
No,
And
I was totally immersed in it. I mean, you
yeah,
talk about a virtual experience. I was totally immersed in it, and it really was perfect. But I won't go 10 out of 10. But it was really good. It's amazing how many films are out there that just you're never gonna get a chance to watch them all. I mean, we're just we got lucky on that one. We found a really good one to watch. I think it was tremendous. What I will not ask who you would be because everyone in this I hate the characters in this film because they're all awful. um, we're not going to do that. But I guess, and we already kind of, I guess we have answered this. Was if you like this, what should you watch? I mean,
oh,
Paranormal Activity, right?
I don't know. I hated that movie.
Well, so do I. But I mean, I'm not giving my opinion. I'm just saying if you like this type of film, this you should probably give that a chance. It makes me
I
wonder, should I
mean,
watch that again?
try it, I guess.
I honestly, I
But
watched it like almost 20 years ago. I have not seen it since I watched it the very first time. And that was like, what,
I
2008, 2009? That's a long time ago.
I mean, I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it,
I saw it right when it hit on demand or whatever, as soon as it came out.
yeah, I
It was a long
watched it
time
years
ago.
later. So I've watched it more recently than you. Yeah, I mean, you might as well give it another try, but I would say, I don't know. I think the thing that I loved the most about this movie was not that part of it.
Okay.
The thing that I loved the most was the camera work and the way that they immersed me in the actual
Mm-hmm.
film.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, it's that some people say they hated it. The reviews I read, that, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
It doesn't
the
work. No, it
reviews
works.
are bad, like
It works.
6.1.
Well, let's be honest about reviews. I mean, let's
Yeah.
everyone said The Shining was terrible when it first came out. People didn't like Jaws very much, and like how. I mean, forget that stuff.
Yeah.
That doesn't make a difference to me. So,
Definitely give it a shot. Like this is a great movie.
oh, I think it's tremendous. So, anyway, what where can everyone find you if they want to talk about more haunted house movies or sleepwalking or I don't know whatever else you want to talk about?
I don't know. I guess if they want very much let's go with if they want some sort of super cool photo shoot that
Mm.
is related to your personal I don't know, whatever excites you. Like if you're a big horror person and you're doing like a wedding that is themed, I'm in. So we'll go
Horror
with that
themed
one
wedding.
today.
Horror themed
Um,
wedding. All right.
oh gosh, I've had so many super cool, like I've done Day of the Dead weddings
I have
and
never been to one of these, man. Yeah, I got
so
to do
many.
that.
You would love it. Oh my
Oh,
God. Ugh, it's the best.
really?
Yeah, so if you are somebody that loves this kind of stuff and you're doing a photo shoot, I'm your girl. You can find me at
Ooh.
Photos from the Harty, HARTY.com, and I'm at Photos from Heart, HART, on Instagram.
Well, we did Ready or Not, right? We reviewed
Yeah,
that, so that was great. They're making that sequel soon too. I think I'm gonna have to watch.
I know.
Uh,
Are we gonna do the sequel?
I mean, we probably should. We should probably do we should probably watch in the theater and do like a live reaction episode afterwards or
Yeah,
something like
can
that.
we?
Why? We can do anything we want.
I mean, can you
To
like
quote,
secure an
to quote,
influencer viewing?
To quote Chief Brody from Jaws, I do anything I want. I'm Chief Police. Yeah, we can work something out. Good point though. We should get into that. So, and all you knuckleheads know where to find us, the Scary Movie Project. Go to Instagram at the Scary Movie Project. That'll when I post there, post to Facebook. I don't do much Facebook though. If you want to email me movies like Paranormal Activity or this, the Scary Movie Project at gmail.com. Go to the website, thescarymovieproject.com. All the episodes are there. Go to Spotify, Radio. Watch this on YouTube. Like, subscribe, all the things, and come see us all. But I thank you, Sarah. Another great episode, great movie, great idea, good recommendation. Thank you very much. And I guess until next time, remember, when pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
The Scary Movie Project podcast. Learn more at thescarymovieproject.com.